So in this segment, we're going to be discussing Prince Andrew hanging out with a Chinese spy. This guy.
With these extraordinary revelations about China spying in the UK, catching out Prince Andrew, Susanna.
Although, does that come as a huge surprise? I mean, Prince Andrew has, as we have seen from his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, slightly questionable judgment when it comes to who he associates with. So, you know, these problems don't seem to afflict the King or Princess Anne or Prince Edward, but Prince Andrew, out of all the royals, is the one who seems to make those kinds of mistakes.
Does seem to have
I mean, I think a lot of people wouldn't want to associate with him. I mean, I think he's quite... I don't want to make him sound like a victim and say he's quite isolated. But, you know, I don't think anyone would want to be seen with the guy too much, especially not in public, considering Prince Andrew is not the most liked royal.
a bit of a knack for getting into trouble. I mean, Andy, you've got a big job now as Mayor of Greater Manchester. You had big jobs in government. When you're in a big high-profile position, does anybody sort of whisper in your ear and say, be careful about who you meet, be careful about who you're photographed with?
Yes, they do. And that's why this is quite a security breach. I'm staggered, really, what's being reported today. Because, you know, even in my organisation now, people will do due diligence before meetings take place. But absolutely, at the heart of government, the Prime Minister obviously should have, you know, the highest level of screening, if you like, before people get through to meet you. You can be out on the campaign trail, Laura, sometimes, and a photo taken with somebody.
So it's all about Prime Minister. It's because that spy met David Cameron and Theresa May. It's not clear if he met them whilst they were Prime Minister at the time, Prime Ministers at the time, but I reckon probably did.
You don't know, or at a party conference. That's a little different. Having a meeting in a government building is, I would say, quite a serious breach, and there are big questions, I would say, for the security services here.
And David Cameron and Theresa May, it's been reported, also met this Chinese spy, although their officers both say they don't remember it and nothing serious was discussed. But
must be one hell of a spy if they never noticed him. Jeez, he must be, that spy or she must be pretty good at their job.
James, it's tricky, isn't it, this relationship with China, because we need China for the economy, for your world of creating jobs and business, but then also, you know, politicians want to sup with a long spoon because of things like this.
Well, it's a case of be careful who your friends are, I think, and it's interesting this because looking at the paper, the Chinese spy's face is faded out, which isn't helpful to people who might want to know who the Chinese spy is. so you know, I'm wondering, you know, who this person is.
So yeah, they haven't released the name yet. The MPs can through parliamentary privilege, but they still don't know who the guy is. Or person is, sorry, I should say.
They might be sidling up to any point saying, how are you getting on? So, and that's true of all walks of life, really. We have a screening business that checks people out, based in Manchester, funny enough, employs over 100 people. And finding out,
if you want.
we'll do our best. We'd like to. And but it's so important to know who someone is and who you can trust.
Well,
and
He's not wrong, to be fair, but you know, Prince Andrew really does have the worst friends in the world. First with Epstein, and now with this spy. So we'll see kind of how this one goes. Just not a slightly fun story, I guess. But yeah, the guy, Prince Andrew, really should not be making friends because clearly he's not good at it. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.